starting off, I'm just going to be applying my P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 2. This is nothing new. And then we're going to go into the Huda Beauty palettes. I know she reformulated this palette and came out with a different version, but I have the original. But I'm just going to be taking the brown color Sandalwood and just applying that in my crease with a big fluffy blending brush. And then after that color, we're going to be going in with the color Suede, which is the light gray color. And I'm just going to be applying that with my little blending brush by Morphe. This is the M506. This is like the perfect tiny blending brush. It's great. And I am going to be applying the eyeshadow in a winged out shape, since we are kind of going for that shape with the eyeliner and everything. So I am just keeping that color on the outer corner and bringing it out to pretty much a point. But yeah, I will say this eyeshadow palette, I kind of wish I had the newer version of it because mine like isn't that pigmented. I still use it, but yeah, it's not like the greatest palette. So if you're going to get this palette, get the newest version. Okay, so I'm just going back in with my blending brush and just making sure everything's blended. And then I'm going in with the black shade from the palette, which is Black Truffle. And I'm just using a shader brush and I'm just really creating that like winged out shape with the eyeshadow. And then I'm going back in with my little blending brush just to make sure it's all blending together. And then we're going to be taking a white eyeshadow. No, sorry, we're not there yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to be taking a Q-tip with some makeup remover. You obviously could use like tape and just apply the eyeshadows and be as messy as you want and then take the tape away, but I just decided to use makeup remover and a pointy Q-tip. And then I'm taking a white eyeshadow base. This was by Makeup Revolution. I don't really love it. There are other brands that have white eyeshadow bases. Actually, I think P. Louise has one. But it's just what I had. So I'm just creating a cut crease on the inner portion of my eye. Obviously, I'm not taking it all the way through. I'm kind of stopping midway and just blending that in with my finger. Then I'm going to be taking the color Icy. No, VIP, sorry. It is an icy color. It's not called Icy. It's VIP from the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. I believe that was the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And I'm just applying that on top of the eyeshadow base. I will say this is like the perfect icy white color. It's a really good one. And then I'm going to be taking the Magic Mini palette by Juvias, and I'm just taking that like silver gunmetal color and just applying that in between the dark matte shades and the VIP color and just kind of blending it all together. And then I'm going in with some glitter glue. And we're going to be applying the glitter by Makeup with Jaw and Be Perfect Cosmetics. I definitely will be using this glitter a lot throughout this series. And this is the glitter in the shade Mainzy. I wish the camera picked up how pretty this looked, but in person my eyelids were so sparkly and so shiny. I feel like the camera is not capturing it, but yeah. It was such a pretty combination of colors. Like this on top of that icy shade was like, why do I keep calling it icy? I mean VIP. But yeah, it was really good. So now I'm just going in with some winged liner and I'm going to follow the shape of the shadow. And this is by Makeup Forever. I'm using the Makeup Forever liquid liner. Once I have the liquid liner on, I'm just going to take the Black Truffle eyeshadow and I'm just going to kind of smudge out the outer corner of the liner and make the outer corner a little bit darker. Now moving on to face, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Freshwear foundation in the shade 460 and I'm going to be mixing it with the Juvias foundation. I believe it was in the shade 610 Cebu. I like the combination of both these foundations. I love the L'Oreal one on its own, but if I want just like a smidge more coverage, I like to add the Juvias Place. I don't love the Juvias Place foundation on its own. It just is a little bit too heavy for me, a little bit, yeah, too thick basically. So I just kind of like to mix them together and I'm just blending that in with a beauty sponge. This is actually by the website shopmissa.com. And then I'm going in with my Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer in the shade Chiffon. I love this concealer. If you are a full coverage concealer lover, I would definitely check out this concealer. It's really good. And then I'm just using the same sponge to blend that all in. Then when setting the face, I'm just using a little bit of the Maybelline Loose Fit Me powder in the shade Fair Lights. And I'm using this shade to set my highlighted areas. And then I'm going to be using the shade Light all over the rest of my face. I love this powder so much. It definitely gives a beautiful matte finish, and it's really good. Like if you like a bright under eye, I would try out the shade Fair Light or Fair when you're setting your concealer, because it just is going to give you like a super bright and awake under eye area. But yeah, once I set the rest of my face, I'm then going to go in with a little bit of the Huda Beauty powder. So I'm going to bake a little bit. Obviously, you don't have to do this. It's not like a necessary step. I just wanted my face to look extra snatched this day. And I do like to set my concealer with another powder before going in with a baking powder. I don't like going in with a baking powder right on top of wet concealer. I feel like that's when you get that crepey, dry under eye area. But anyways, I did go in with a Morphe bronzer. I don't know if you could actually buy that bronzer. It came in an Ipsy glam bag that I had. And then I just was applying a random blush. I honestly don't know the name of it. So I'm just taking this Makeup Revolution highlighting palette. I'm just taking the lightest color. I love this palette so much. It's such a beautiful formula. And yeah, I just really like that highlighter. Now moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking the black eyeshadow again, and I'm just going to kind of connect it with the winged liner on the outer corner, and then I'm going to bring it a little over halfway in. And I'm not really going to be blending this out. I kind of like the harsh line for this look, and again, I just want to make sure it's like kind of connected to the wing. And then I'm going to be taking a nude eyeliner. Mine is by NYX, but any nude liner will do. You could even do white if you wanted, or maybe even like a frosty white or a silver. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of open up the eyes a little bit. And then I'm applying that VIP shade again pretty generously in the inner tear duct area. I'm just going in with these Alibaba or AliExpress lashes. And now I'm going to go in with this lip liner. This was by the brand Essence, I believe. I don't even know why I use this one, because I have other lip liners I could have used. It's not like the best quality. I would prefer like a Morphe lip liner or something like that, but I just wanted like a darker red because we are going to be using a lighter, more bright red in the center of my lips. But yeah, I'm just lining my lips with that, and then I'm going in with the Dose of Colors I Love Sarai liquid lipstick. I love Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. They're my favorite. But I have to say, this is like my favorite red. It is like more of like an orange bright red. Like this in the summertime by itself is like the most perfect red when you have a tan. But since we're obviously doing this look for the holidays, I wanted to kind of have like an ombre look to my lips. So that is why I was using the darker lip liner, and I'm just going to pop on my lashes real quick. They were just sitting there kind of getting tacky with the glue. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, see you tomorrow.
I'm a fool for your love.